Well, greetings, sports fans. It is here. Manchester Public Television is presenting NHIAA hockey all season long, and we have finally hit the postseason. Rich McDonough, Braden LaBelsic, Kyle Heavey along for the ride. Trinity Pioneers, number 2 seed, coming in on home ice here at JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. Here come the Hanover Bears, always dangerous, seeded 10th and at 9 and 10, and sporting some wacky but kind of cool uniforms. Fellas, what do we think? Bells?
Oh, I'm not really a fan of them. They're kind of like ugly Christmas uniforms, Rich.
Oh! So speaketh the guy who wears some fresh Christmas uniforms as he did for Trinity here. Big hit out of the gate. Kyle Heavey, you've seen these boys for Trinity for years. What are you thinking tonight?
I'm thinking this is possibly the biggest game that they have had in the JFK in a number of years. I went back and watched the last game that we did of these two teams back on January 29th, and it was a 5-4 overtime victory for the Trinity Pioneers, and you can feel the physicality is already starting to grow here.
And they were down 4-0 in that game, and JoJo Drent in cage again for the Hanover Bears went off that night. Bells, as both of us are goalies, I think we kind of stood in awe of his performance that evening.
Yeah, that's probably the best goalie performance I've seen this year, Rich, out of any New Hampshire high school hockey goalie this year.
Or any sport. I saw a bunch of lacrosse goalies today. He's a shortstop, but he is a great puck stopper back there. They're going to need every bit of him tonight as Trinity comes in hot, one of the hottest teams down the stretch. And Trinity is on its home ice, like we said, wearing blue. Hanover wearing the my grandmother's awnings, burgundy and white there. And you know, their delayed entry, they came out about 4 minutes later than Trinity did onto the ice. I think there's a little psychology right there, Bells.
Yeah, I think it's obviously Coach Dodds, who's been around forever. He's probably the most wise coach in all of Division I high school hockey here in New Hampshire. Probably giving him a nice little pep talk, Rich.
He was a 76 grad from Hanover, and he's been doing it as a coach since 1980. And
600 wins for a reason, guys.
As good as it gets. The winner of this game, folks. Lots of hockey to play. Wow, great lift right there in tight from Balio. And that one goes and whistles over the head of Drent. Drent has to get across the goal mouth. And it's poked in right there. That's Connor Hurley, ladies and gentlemen.
Get to the front of the net. Good things happen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Get the puck to the net, and good things happen.
You can hear it right there. Let's go.
Boy, they are fired up. Holy cow. Drent made a good initial save, Bells, and then it was just too much presence in front, I think.
Yeah, I think Drent just kind of lost sight of the puck there, Rich, and just it happened to go by him. I don't really know how Connor got that puck in, if I'm really being honest with you,
It was
Rich.
a working man's goal, but that's what it takes sometimes when you have a fabulous goalie. 13:45, only a $1.15 gone, and the Trinity Pios, the Pioneers, up 1-0.
You guys can't see it, but Coach Cannell is getting spoken to already by the officials for something that happened after that play. So the goal will stand, but already some warnings here by the officials.
My educated guess would be a little bit of jeering or taunting down there, but plenty of hockey. These kids know each other. They're physical. So look, 5-4 win. That's 6 goals in a row for Trinity if you go back to January 28th.
Incorrect, Rich. I went back and watched that game, and they scored.
Oh, it's yep.
And then Hanover went up 2 goals again before the comeback is on.
Okay,
so
my bad. Sorry, buddy.
It's all right. I watched it last night. I remember most of the things, including how it took 29 minutes for Trinity to score on that night, and now here they are just a minute 15 into this one.
Kyle Heavey with time on his hands, which amazes me because you are all over the geography of New England, bringing our sights and sound to us. Kyle Heavey, one of the best in the business. Produces, edits, films, he broadcasts, you name it. And just an all-around good guy and one of our buddies up here.
Well, from the TD Garden today to the JFK, we're seeing good hockey, whether it be on the national stage or the high school stage. It's one of my favorite sports for a reason here, guys. And
there we go. I was doing a high school and youth lacrosse goalie clinic, so I didn't see the result. It was my Capitals at the Garden. What happened?
3-1 defeats.
For the Caps?
For the Caps.
Okay.
But for the Bruins, things are good. But now, Trinity.
Wow, beautiful backhand in tight by by Tarian, steaming toward the net. Yeah, the Caps are having a kind of a fire sale right now. I think they're throwing in the playoff towel.
Yeah.
All right, here, nothing doing for no such thing for the fellas in blue here, as lots of time up inside their offensive zone, kept in right there, top side by O'Connor. Down the slot we go, finally getting golfed out of there by the Bears.
And we do want to say hello to a lot of the Hanover fans. I know that we have Hawaii on the map. We got Arizona on the map. So we are glad to be able to get some support from around the country in this one.
Yeah, love it. I think that's the Drent family, big Hawaii roots right there. Again, JoJo Drent is an excellent goalie. He is down 1-0 and looking at a drop to his left. Kalen Lucier goes to the dot. And he gets excused.
Out.
Here comes his brother, Tristan Lucier, coming in. That is a dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, obviously, Rich, they've kind of come out of nowhere this year. Obviously, their first year playing high school hockey, and they've really put the league on storm here.
Yeah, and Lucier just didn't fan out, but had a good save by Drent in tight. He had lots of space right there. Drent closed it up in a hurry. All right, 3.5 gone here. 1-0 for the Trinity Pioneers. Looking to create. And the winner of this game. Whoa, that one sails over Ronzello's head. He watches it go by, hits the glass. It's kind of fun watching the fans jump when that thing comes sailing right at you. Braden Lebelzik, you're a goalie. That thing screaming at you at times, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with that shot on Ronzello, he may have got a piece of that actually, Rich.
I think you might be right.
That was a fast-moving shot.
And speaking of fast moving, is Lucier. He backs it out into the corner, harassed right there by Cheney. Puck rotates and goes around the dashboard and behind Drent's cage. Coming out with it right there is the goal-scoring Connor Hurley, and he gets pinned into the corner right there. He's got it back. He's got it on his tape. Ooh, bouncing puck goes right across the goal, and Centorino had a good look at it right there. Nothing doing. It's going all the way down the ice. No icing as Brady Siroy corrals that one, and they try to exit the D zone, and they do. Everybody on Hanover's got a tag up as it goes to the half wall, and the pursuit is on. Whistled up. Our refs here are Mike Durant and George Sturgeon.
Ooh, so we got a penalty here, fellas.
Was that interference?
It is officially on Chris Centorino.
That's tough.
I think it's going to be an interference, Rich.
So the penalty kill for Trinity will have to step on the ice here and see what they can do to Hanover, though, guys. I was kind of looking at things, and they had a big 4-3 victory over Londonderry to get into this game. And for Hanover, they had faced Londonderry 3 times and were finally able to get that monkey off their back to get the victory. And now we'll see if they can get the monkey off their back with trying to beat Trinity.
Yeah.
As this is their 3rd time facing each other as well.
Yeah, and they lost 3-1 to LHS in the finale and then paid them back. Nice little poke right there by Hurley.
Oh. And we're going to get a rough. No, it's going to be interference. I thought it was going to be roughing, but now we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey as the referees have let them play for the first 5 minutes, but now it's starting to get a little bit more sane here in some ways.
As it looks like it's going to be the forward Pajemski going to the box here,
Yeah,
Rich. Pachelski, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Mr. Drent corrected me or helped me out. I'll just say it that way. Pachelski, yeah. And he's going to join.
We'll just say Ronan. Ronan's going to have 2 minutes of relaxing.
All right, so 4-on-4 hockey. It's about a 20-second difference between the penalties. That one, wow, in front of Ronzello, who goes sprawling and lost his twig. And this one golfed out and through. Wow. Here comes Soroy. Fast skating, hard-working young man. That one, he gets that in front of the cage. And Lucier, his brother, that one hops into Drent's pads, and he didn't know where it was for that 1 second. 9:22 on the clock. $1:25 remaining on the, $1:25 remaining on the Hanover penalty. 1:04 remaining.
Yeah, Rich, that puck kind of hit off the back of Tim Rudd, the junior captain of this Hanover Bears squad, and luckily Drent was there to make the save.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky. All right, the drop coming to our left. Kyle Heavey manning the camera, spinning the dials, doing everything. Finally emerging from his brother, Lebelsic, Bryson, out there wearing number 3. Whoa! We got his brother up here to our right. To my right, Kyle's left. Bringing you all the action all season. Guys, it's been a lot of fun this year. As we drift down, 6 minutes gone, 9 minutes remaining here in the first period.
And
wow,
we're going to have a
Runzello.
Trinity penalty.
Wow, it's getting chippy out there. We saw that physicality in the first couple minutes, Bells, and now it's starting to bear fruit, if you will.
It's going to be a 4-on-3.
And it's a cross check.
All right, so interesting start here, fellas, with a 4-on-3.
Was it Bellio?
It
was. It's going to be Black's Bolio.
Bolio, excuse me. Apologies to the Bolio clan.
Well, Connor Hurley is going to be the last one left on his line here. That's not in the box. So we'll see what he's obviously scored a goal and going to have to play some good defense.
All right, 30 seconds of 4-on-3. Power play back manufactured there. 49 seconds remaining on that ding to Prochowski.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to light up like a Christmas tree on that scoreboard right now.
28 seconds remaining in the sin bin for Santorino. Wow. Ronzello's got himself a sticky glove so far. And Hanover, despite their record, so well coached, lots of experience up there, good skaters. They will punch back, Bells, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. When I played high school hockey, at least, they were always a team that you didn't really want to mess with. Even though they weren't the best team in the league, they were always one of those tougher teams to face.
Yeah, and they're relentless. And, Coach Dodds, he's got a couple of moves available, a couple things up his sleeve anytime. That far in. Wow, that one sails over Ronzello's head again. And as we drift down, we got 4, 3, 2, 1 remaining in that power play. Off to the ice comes Siskavich.
Back to 4-on-4.
And 4-on-4 will be for 9 seconds more.
Weird
Hall in no
icing
hurry.
Call.
Yeah, that's
Forgot that those are called when it's 4-on-4. So used to it only being 5-on-5 that now I got to give Hanover credit. They've been very good off the face-off circle so far here, Rich, and that's something that Trinity has got to get better at, to not allow these, and another win by the Bears.
all right. Penalties released. Out comes the Prochowski, and he joins his mates for a 5-on-4, which will last another 55 seconds. Fanning on it right there, Rudd. Hanover manages to keep the puck, and they get topside, a little ricochet off the half wall, and they got their blue liners ready to set up shop. Down the slot we go. That's a nice kick save right there in traffic. Good job by Ronzello seeing that through. All right, setting up top of the slot right here. Oh, using that traffic, went right through. It looked like he 5-holed Tristan loose here. That's a wise play, and then props to Ronzello for seeing that baby come in. Bells, that's tough to track when you get one from that far out.
Yeah, especially when you're screened, Rich. Those ones are always tough to save. Great job by Ronzello to stay in position there and make the save.
And then high IQ using your defender as your screen that high out and getting a 5-hole. Just good hockey all around. 23 seconds remaining. That one hits the boards. Tries to squirt loose and does. Everybody's got to tag up as Hanover collects it back in its own zone. 7:10 remaining in this period. 1-0 in favor of an early for Trinity, and courtesy of an early goal by Connor Hurley. And that one gets right to the catching glove, and Drent, he's got to freeze it. Couldn't get help in time with Hurley fast on the approach, and that's good by Hurley. Just go and change the dynamic and get rid of this penalty. 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Rich, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth there. But yeah, it was a great play by Hurley to get it in the glove of Drent, because now they got an offensive zone face-off, and now the penalty is going to be done.
Get the puck to the net and good things happen. Get yourself to the net and good things happen. All right, we're all even right now, 6:48, and we got yet another whistle. The refs have been busy.
Unbelievable. And what is this call going to be?
Bells, can you read it?
It's Centurino.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's actually, Centurino again.
Again.
For a cross check, which I
didn't see it.
I saw it, and it seemed like a very clean hit, in my opinion.
All right.
I obviously am not wearing stripes, so I'm just going to have to go with what is going on here. And now the Bears are, again, who have been on the better hand of the power play so far, but they have still yet to score, so that's something that Trinity should be pretty proud of.
Well, it's an interesting dynamic. Usually everybody, we're used to it, they're used to it, the players are used to it. They usually have just 2 officials. We've got 3 tonight for playoff hockey, and they're going to see some things that we don't normally see called. That's my educated guess, guys.
It's a good one right there. And
all right. Once in a while, broken clock is right twice a day. Here we go. Hanover sets sail. They get it into their zone, but Trinity back there to collect it and golf it down the length of the ice as we crawl toward the 6-minute mark.
Great penalty killing here by Trinity.
Absolutely. Best way is not let it set up, and they're doing a good job of that.
And then the passes just have not been very crisp so far, as Callan Lucier has really manned the front part of the ice, at least the Hanover side.
All right, Hanover throws that one in. That's a nice little diagonal pass, but good job by getting a twig on it by Benkin right there. And not great block shot by Lucier. Oh, bottom of the slot, waiting in traffic. Holy cow, almost had one by Anderson, who was waiting to pick up the change and golf it in. 34 seconds remaining on the power play here, and Hanover finally getting a consistent threat here on this one. And this one golfed out nicely by Trinity. They get some fresh legs on and kill this PK. 20 seconds remaining on it.
I think that the defenseman Bankenrich actually may have saved that from being a goal.
We obviously
I
have
will
a
trust
tough
the
angle.
young man's eagle eyes over mine any day. We're under 5 minutes here. 8 seconds remaining on this penalty kill for Trinity. And there we go.
So the Bears have gone 0 for 3 on the man advantage. So
how many can you dodge, though?
Yeah, that's a good question, but Trinity seems to be in good.
Oh, beautiful backhanded pass by Rochford. Couldn't find his mate and couldn't get that one in. 4:34 as we get a whistle.
And Rochford was one of those guys that we looked for last time that they faced each other here at the JFK. He does a lot of the little things just so well for the Hanover Bears. So I expect him to somehow, whether it be an apple or a goal, get on the score sheet some point in this game.
Well, after kind of a sluggish start, Coach Dodds wanted his guys to get the puck diagonally and consistently out of their defensive zone. They've kind of stabilized things, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, right now, it hasn't been working too well, but I think that they got to build that up and use that momentum.
Well, one thing they seem to have cured for the moment is Trinity's TOP in their offensive zone. That's part of the mission. Now you just got to get some conversions or some good looks and pressure on Ronzello.
Yeah, they just got to get good shots. They got to get shots low here on Ronzello, I would say. Maybe get a few rebounds and a nice few tap-in goals.
And they're doing a good job right now getting guys to the front of the net and maybe creating some pressure underneath. Ronzello, boy, he stood up. His hand-eye tonight is terrific.
Yeah, it seems like it, Rich. It feels like he's almost made 10 glove saves already in this first period.
And in traffic. So props to number 30, talented goalie. He was, I think, the lone sophomore on the All-State team last year. That one's good keeping right there, top side. And this one finds its way all the way through the zones and able to handle that in the backside as Rudd. That'll be a whistle. 3:41, exciting game, fellas. We're lucky to be here. And a good crowd tonight. The parking lot was overflowing.
I mean, I got to give the Hanover student body a lot of credit. Look at all the signs. The flags are sometimes flying through the air. There's a giant head of one of the players.
Bunch of them, 4 of them, fat heads out there.
Fat heads, there we go.
I never liked that. That's not fair. Again, winner of this game plays Bishop Girton. They won 4-1, beating Keene on BG Ice in Tingsboro at Skate 3 earlier. That was a game I saw the third period. It was 1-1 in the third. BG was getting pucks to the net, banged 2 in, got an empty net goal. Cardinals looking pretty good. They're in good rhythm, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, me and Kyle actually went down to the Skate 3 to do one of their games this year, and that was a great game between the Pioneers and the Cardinals.
All right. How's that arena? I haven't been, Bells.
Oh, man. I mean, Rich, I'm not a big fan of the Skate 3, but it's definitely been better, I think, as of late. They must have redone or repainted the walls or something down there.
All right.
Well, they have a lot of work down there with the Admirals and the Islanders and the Cardinals, so that ice is busy all around.
All right, Pioneers looking to create. Golfing it in is DeFreitas. Father is a legendary Harvard national champion. Or is it his grandfather?
It's his father.
Father, okay. I got to meet him with you a couple weeks ago. Great guy.
Yeah, Rich is awesome.
He's got a good first name. All right, good keeping up top side under the blue by Soroy. Golfs it into the corner, and a big battle for it ensues. Hanover comes up with it. And here he goes. Big windup by Soroy. Number 9 just flies that one right into JoJo Drent, who was steady as she goes. 2:37 remaining in this first frame at JFK. I love this barn, fellas, don't you?
It really is it's feeling even more special tonight. Glad to be here, able to see this, as the day has been a beautiful one in a lot of ways. Not, snow's starting to melt a little bit, and we're getting to see some playoff hockey, which is the best.
I don't mind the 70-degree temperatures predicted for Tuesday. I'm done. All right, off the dasher board over there, controlled for the moment by Lucier. Does he say Kalen or Callan?
Callan.
Callan, gotcha. Thanks to our inside man, Trinity Pioneer alum, Braden LaBelzic. All right, a little bit of a skid right there. Blew it out of skate by Lucier, his brother. Uh-oh, this one flirting with the bottom of the slot right there. That was slow-mo Siskavich. Almost seeing I puck that one in. What do you think of that sequence there, Bells?
That was very...
Tim Rudd is getting lucky beyond belief right now. Bells, I'm sorry to take away, but that's the second time that's hit off a Rudd.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said that, took the words out of my mouth there, Kyle. I mean...
I figured he's already done it. We might as well all just do it.
Yeah, very interesting kind of dribbler there. Drent was there to make the save, thankfully, but that would have been a crazy
I mean,
goal.
That seemed like it was in slow-mo HD right there. And again, the officials are giving Coach Cannell a little bit of warning right there on the bench. All right, Hanover collects it in its D zone and gets it through, poke through. All the way back goes Benkin, and he returns the favor. Wow, what a stretch. And the hard-charging Bulio gets his pocket picked up to the half wall and out. Come the Bears, 2-on-2. 1:25 remaining in this first period. It's been real busy and real exciting. Again, Trinity up 1-0, courtesy of an early Hurley goal. Forked up in the air and out by LaRoe. Pretty good poke right there and corralled by Kellen Hall. And you heard our PA, 1 minute left in the period here. One last push for the Bears. But they got to get some fresh legs on.
Yeah, it's certainly been a tale of a couple 5-minute periods here in this contest, with Trinity taking the lead, then having trouble going to the penalty box, and now it just seems like both teams are going back and forth here.
What was vexing you there, Bells?
Whoa! I mean, I don't want to be a coach or anything, but I think that Maher had a little bit of space there, and he kind of just dumped it back to his D.
Gotcha. Boy, that was a crazy sequence right there in front of JoJo Drent as that puck skied over everybody, and everybody's leaping, couldn't get it. Fanning on it right there is a recently entering the game Donegan. And with some serious pace comes Maher down and gets the corner, and that winds us out. Fellas, busy, exciting hockey, penalty-filled first period. And again, Connor Hurley got that goal only 1 minute and 15 seconds in, and we've kind of leveled things off. Bells, you've been down there as a player, wearing the beautiful blue and red. What's Coach saying right now?
Well, it looks like, actually, before we get to that, Rich, looks like, again, Cannell is talking to the officials here.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's about that late Maher hit there.
Maybe. The fellas looked like they were ready to mix it up a little bit. That old line I've been using went to the fight and a hockey game broke out. But what's his message? He's been your coach. What do you think?
I would say just build upon what you've been doing. I mean, they've been obviously great that last period with killing 3 penalties, and they've obviously had way more time of possession than I feel like Hanover has.
Gotcha.
So I think just build upon that.
And Kyle Heavey, Dick Dodds, been there, done that. You've seen him coach a number of times. What are you thinking?
I think right now he's just happy it's a 1-goal deficit right here. I mean, it's going to be a battle through and through, and that's why we play for 45 minutes. So we'll see what the second period brings for both coaches and both teams.
All right, after one, it's 1-0 Trinity in our second round of the playoffs. Winner goes to the semis to face BG. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, Braden LaBelsic for Manchester Public Television. They're going to Zamboni things up, and we'll see you after the break, folks. Well, welcome back, hockey fans. NHIAA playoff lacrosse. I know where my brain is already. Playoff hockey. It is the visiting Hanover Bears down 0-1 to Trinity on Trinity's home ice. Early goal courtesy of Connor Hurley. Rich McDonough, Braden LaBelsic, wow. And Kyle Heavey as a heave into the board ensues. We had a busy and physical first period, Bells.
Yeah, that was a huge hit there by the junior forward Jake Rochford on the senior Colton LaRoe.
Yeah, and I think we're in for physicality the rest of the night.
I mean, the first period ended with a check, and now the second period is beginning with checks galore. So, and now another power play for the Bears.
Wow.
You can see that they have a number of officials in their stands as well. Props to them. I mean, what do we got? 6 referees in their fan base, so
easily.
Props to them for that. But heading to the penalty box is none other than Tristan Lucier.
And that's a cross check right there. That'll be a 2 minutes. Wow, quick. And that's exactly what Hanover needed with fast, fresh ice and a power play.
Oh, referee gets in the way. That helps the Bears.
Well, that's an athletic play to stay in it. Now it's for the moment. Wow! We had a 5-on-3, and fanning on it right there in traffic was Rochford, who delivered that big hit. And Hanover comes out with it and looking to create. Nice pluck right there by LaRoe.
Bells, you have seen this place a lot. You've played here way more than Rich and I have as the Bears bring this puck in. It is a warmer day. It seems like the ice is getting pretty sticky here.
Yeah, I think it's just with that, obviously, and just the fact that the Zamboni just dropped a ton of water on the ice, Kyle, so the puck is sticking a little bit right now.
But you said, oh, wow, what a move right there! And a lift. That's Rex Cheney getting himself on the power play.
Wow, what a move there by Chady to beat Ronzello glove side. 1-1 game.
Nothing Ronzello could do about that, Bells. Goalie to goalie, right?
Yeah, I really actually like that name, Rich. Rex. I like that name.
Rex Cheney. I mean, he's almost like the wrecking crew Cheney.
The fatheads and flags are waving galore. And just like we saw in the first period with Trinity scoring quickly, it's the Bears that are answering back just a minute and 18 seconds in, and now Trinity is going to fight back fast as well.
Wow. Just like we dialed it up there, Bells. Fresh ice, and he took advantage of it. Beautiful puck control this time, but here, Pioneers know how to punch back. They certainly did in Game 1 that we all called here on the 28th of January, where they were down and it was looking grim, and they fought their way back in for that 5-4 overtime masterpiece win.
Here's another chance for Hanover.
Oh, little
collision.
opportunity. Yeah, right, exactly. Comes steaming away with it as Hurley. He got that first goal in the first frame. This one sails high and up into the rafters and then into the webbing of that net, that safety net. Or did it trickle over the glass? It looked like somebody's happy and might have a puck there. Bells, can you see?
Oh, yeah.
The corner? Yep, I think she got a puck. Way to go, kid.
Fan.
There we go. All right, doesn't matter. 12:50 remaining here in the second. We're going to the dot to the right of JoJo Drent, the All-State shortstop. Saw Mr. Drent in between periods helping me out with some names. A kid who didn't make it on the formal roster. Holy cow. And a big hit and feeling it right there. My goodness, it is physical right now.
A brother getting spoken to here as Bryson Lebelzik involved with this, and it looks like he's going to get sent to the box as the Bears player able to get up on his own power.
Might be Andy Zhang.
As it looks like tonight, guys, you're not going to be able to get away with anything here.
It is not your brother.
That was Prochaski.
Siskavich.
And Prochaski's a very valuable player for these Bears. And if he's dinged up and can't get back in there, that's a mega loss. Yeah, it is Prochaski. Oh, boy. And he's a tough kid, but he's right below us, and he is feeling it, working on his headgear right there. What do you think, Bells?
I think it's just hard hit. I think he'll be okay.
Yep.
I mean, again, for Trinity, though, I mean, again, here we are in a penalty kill where obviously we hear the Hanover student section here as this could be a crucial mistake here by Trinity.
It's just a 2-minute. I was curious if it might be a 5-minute, but guys, I think for Coach Mike Cannell, what's the difference between a clean hit and a dirty hit? It seems like that Trinity is just getting the one that has been guilty time and time again for collisions.
Well, it was Siskavich.
As here's Lucier with a chance.
Wow, the speed. Holy cow. Huge speed. Able to fend that one off was JoJo Drent. And he gave, wow. How about that skating speed there, Bells?
Yeah, obviously Tristan Lucier is a great athlete there, and I think that a few of the Trinity parents wanted a trip at the end of that there, Rich, but they didn't get it.
Goaltenders aren't going to get too many of those calls, right, Bells?
Yeah, I would say so.
Please say so. As a goalie myself, I'll take it. All right, the drop comes outside the blue here. Going to the dot right there is Rochford. He's trying to fork the puck loose and does so. Carries it under the blue. Going down the slot. Little tap on it right there in the traffic was Nardowitz. And it's a $1.25 remaining on that penalty to the sitting Siskavich. Hanover seems like a bit of a different team right there. Is sliding down to the ice, no call. It's just incidental stuff. This one goes all the way down the ice, and a good fight for it is on.
I feel like it could have been an icing on Hanover there.
Could have been.
He just sent that back down.
All right, 1 minute even remaining in that penalty. That was Trinity's 5th of the night. That starts to add up, Bells, with your fatigue and just kind of the feel of the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, I think fatigue is one factor, but even time of possession in the other team's zone, it can really kill the goalie. It can make the goalie really tired. You got to get changes out there, and it's just not great because then you can't go in the offensive zone. You can't bear the puck.
And does it feel frustrating in between the hockey cage?
I would say so, Rich. As a goalie, yeah, it's like, come on, guys, like, what are we doing? Like,
all right. Physical's one thing, but when it keeps coming back in your end and you're down 1, down 2 for that brief second, and again, JoJo Drent up to making that save as it knuckled into his catching glove. 40 seconds remaining on that ding.
Good read
nice
right
little
there.
poke right there, yeah. Good job. Maher, talented skater. Father's a ref. We expect nothing less. Physicality in front of the net right now as Anderson is mixing it up with LaRoe. Nice block right there in tight by Hurley. Number 10 gets it done at both ends of the ice for sure. Back into that diamond shape, and that just escapes the tape of Cheney, who scored that goal a few moments ago as we hit 10:30 and things are even.
Yeah, I saw Mr. Maher this morning as him and I were both heading into Massachusetts. He was refereeing at Merrimack College for a game as I was heading down to the Boston Bruins, so I did see him on the road. Oh, what a massive hit right there.
And some words. I'm sure Benkin had some nice words right there. That one finds its way bottom of the slot. The sprawling Hanover Bears are right there. It looked like Logan Smith was on the spot. He's got the puck back now.
We're going to get a penalty here on the Bears.
Wow. It just continues.
Interference is the call on this one.
I'm going to run out of penalty space on my sheet.
Let's see if I can run to the station at the next intermission, Rich, and print out some new things for you, because this it's going to get, or you can flip it over, I suppose. But
yeah, I'll just draw my own.
As I think that is number 7. Logan Smith, the defenseman, he's a sophomore, and he's going to the box for 2.
It's been a while since I feel like Trinity has had a clean 5-on-4 power play, as they have brought out their flag now. So it's a flag war going on here at the J.
All right, Trinity trying to set up shop, almost doing so. Right there was Bolio. And finally corralling it out under the blue line is Hurley. He's looking to create, and he gets it mugged right there by his counterpart wearing 10, Perchowski. After that big hit, he's back on the ice. Good forechecking right there, pair of 10s. Probably the best poker hand I've ever had. I'm terrible at it. All right, here we go, back down the ice. Ronzello has to handle, and here comes Hurley one more time. Fresh legs on for the Bears as they go right to the forecheck. Nice hard work by Sanders, forcing the action, and that just gobbles up time as we head for a buck left in this PK for the Bears.
Yeah, man, great penalty killing here by the Bears.
Nice little 1-2 punch right there on the side, able to fork that one out of traffic, and then a trailing Bear was there to pick up the change. Nice job indeed, Bells. All right, finally a little bit of calm poise right there, but that one just knuckled away from Hurley's tape and went loose. The Bears, good backhanded pass out of the zone. We will go. 30 seconds remaining on their PK and the Trinity power play.
And it was slowed down by Ronzello, so that makes the Pioneers have to go way back behind the net to go.
Way back, go coast to coast, and here comes Siskavich. And really good PK here, Bells. I mean, they amped it up on this one.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, I think Hanover's come out in this period and kind of kept their foot on the gas and even maybe put some more on the gas, but.
And we got whistle. Are we going to get an interference?
Ooh, so we're going to get a tripping here, Rich.
Okay,
and this one is going to go on Ronan.
Well, yeah, Rich, it kind of feels like that Hanover's really kept their foot on the gas and even gave the gas a little bit more here.
Good. Good analysis. I agree with that. And there's Coach Dodds. He's been there, done that. He will always keep his team motivated.
And again, another face-off win here by the Bears, but it's Trinity doing a good job of keeping it in the zone. Oh, well, I spoke too soon.
That one just off the boot of Dylan Bacon. He's got to go collect. And man, here come the physicality from everywhere. Tim Rudd, that captain, delivering the lumber. Boy, Hanover is just taking everybody away from the puck.
Rich, I really like what Hanover has done, obviously. I even like what they're doing now when they're even giving them pressure in their own zone. It's really making the Pioneers have to think here and try to set things up while they're pressured.
And you just can't get any rhythm. How about the ferocity the Bears are delivering right now, Bells?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, Rich. I mean, this is why Hanover is one of those teams that's scrapping that you don't really want to play come playoff time.
But Bolio knows how to answer back, and we got some introductions being made in front of the cage. Nothing happening. As Bolio got in real tight, and JoJo Drent in traffic was able to squeeze and freeze that one. 7:02 remaining in the frame. It's still 1-1, and it's $1.06 remaining on that penalty to Hanover. End-to-end, nonstop action, Bells. Amazing hockey.
Yeah, Rich, obviously that's going to happen once playoff time comes around. It's a whole different game. You know, the regular season's really a preseason, Rich, for playoff time, and that's the actual season.
And here we go. This is what we wanted. Two teams that know each other well. successful programs, excellent coaches, and the players are giving it up. And we get paid to bring it to you for Manchester Public Television. Again, while we have a break in the action as it comes outside the blue line, we saw Bishop Girton win 4-1. They await the winner of this match in the semifinals, and Concord won its game. It looked like, I don't think we got a read on the score. So Concord, defending champs, soldier on. Speaking of which, here comes Lucier, screaming down the ice and then plucked away yet again. Boy, the Bears are bringing the heat right now. Those wild jerseys, it's hard to read their numerals. .35 seconds remaining on the power play for Trinity. Big swatted it right there by Hurley. He's trying to add to his goal. And bang zoom off the rebound, pounded home by number 28, Max Bolio, who's been working hard, Bells.
Wow, great play there by Bolio to pick up the rebound and put it home. 2-1 Pioneers.
Big rebound right there. JoJo's wants that one back. As the flag is flown high right here.
Yeah, we got Trinity flags being run around the entire arena. Fella's getting his steps in.
And a short-handed goal at that as well. Or a power play goal, excuse me. As Ronan was in the box.
Yeah, it came out with 27 seconds or 23 seconds remaining. And just good work. Get the puck to the net, Bells, and what?
Put it home.
Good things happen.
Yeah, good things happen.
Yeah. All right, 2-1 now. That ricochets up and over. Messes with a fan's comfort zone back there. The girls down on the Trinity end of things are getting a show. Pucks keep going right their way.
She is beyond excited right now to get herself a...
Might have to get her a lid.
Look at hands up in the air. She is pumped right now.
Oh, yeah.
As we got to get back to the action, I suppose.
All right. Lucier goes. This one goes up on the other side. 6:06 remaining.
And it's going to be difficult right now for head coach Mike Cannell as the athletic director as well to make sure that no one does anything silly here. It's a fun hockey game. Yes, it's playoffs, but don't be starting anything stupid on the student side of things.
I just got the read. It was a 4-2 win for Concord. We saw it intermission at between the second and third bells, and it was 2-2. The Bulldogs had tied them up. They finished strong down the stretch, but Concord is loaded this season.
Yeah, Concord's always, I think they're always kind of loaded, Rich, to be honest with you. But yeah, Concord's Concord.
And a great coach, of course, Dunk Walsh. He got his 600th win early in the season here. All right, this one squirts loose out of the way of Ronzello as Hanover backing it up and trying to create. Golf to the net right there by Rochford. And then stick to side. Nice job right there by Ronzello. Goes up into the netting. 5:35 remaining in our second period. And the Trinity Pioneers, the 2 seed, coming in at 15-2 and 1. I think their only tie was to Bedford. And their losses were to Concord and Exeter. Isn't that right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, something sticks inside the old man's brain once in a while. But a great season by Trinity, and they're looking to hold serve on home ice. This one squirts out of the zone. Big chase on for it, sent to Reno. And he gets there and disrupts the Hanover rhythm as they try to exit their D zone. Oh, good job getting a stick on there by Brady Soroy. Aggressive forechecking now. I think they're trying to disrupt any of that momentum that Hanover got, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, I've mentioned in past broadcasts that hockey's a game of momentum. And whichever team has the momentum's got to have the hot hand in. They're just going to have more chances to score.
And look, they're very aggressive. Here comes Bolio. Got that goal, and he goes up on the forecheck. Good job. Finally, get the puck in deep if you're the Bears. Try to set up shop. 4:45 remaining here in our second period at JFK.
And I'm going to take something that your Capitals were doing today, Rich, and that's
losing.
Be okay with missing your shots because the rebound off the back board and also off the pads can sometimes create an opportunity for a goal, and that's exactly how Washington got their lone goal today. And, Ronzella's let some rebounds off of him. Bell's, it's a difficult thing is, they come at you quick. What are you supposed to do? But that could be one way Hanover gets back into this game with another tying goal.
I agree with you there, Kyle.
All right, we had an icing in our left side here. It's going to come all the way back down the ice after Ronzello and the official had a little discussion right there. 4:26 remaining. The drop comes to JoJo Drent's right.
And Hanover getting kicked out. Interesting. They both were ready for the whole entire time.
He was twitching away. That one, that had a chance. It went wide of the net, and I think Drent's breathing a sigh of relief right there. Had that gone top shelf, he wasn't on that one. Big collision over there along the dasher board, and down to the ice go the Bears. Good fight for it in the corner. And again, there's that 2-on-1 pressure defense that's creating turnover after turnover for the Bears and at least disrupting Trinity's ability to set up. 3:45, time is ticking down. Whoa, errant pass and lifted up and out. Oh my goodness, Tristan Lucier had a yawning net in front of him, and he looked up to the heavens and the stands and said, how did that one get vertical? What'd you think on that one there, Bells?
I don't know if Drent maybe got a piece of that, but Drent came out very far out of his net. Maybe if Lucier would have maybe deked Drent instead of shot the puck, maybe he could have beat him there and scored another goal.
And it might have been knuckling on his tape, too. That can screw up a shot, right, Bells?
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
I'm a lax guy, you're a hockey guy, so we'll lean on our expert up here in the booth. Great opportunity nonetheless on that errant pass. Don't clear up the middle, please. All right, this one goes through the zones and back down. Trinity is trying to clear. DeFreitas has it. And that one ricochets off the dasher and down. We'll have yet another icing. Bet a bunch in a row right here. 3:21 remaining. The other game that is out there right now is Wyndham and Pinkerton, the 4-5 matchup. We are unable to get some recon. So if anybody has my text, or Braden LaBelsik's, or Kyle Heavy's, send us a note.
You got me intrigued on that one, as it's been just a busy day. Obviously, congrats to the Trinity basketball winning in overtime today as well. So it's a lot of games got canceled yesterday. That's why I had the night off last night to be able to watch the replay from the last time these two teams faced each other.
And the Manchester West boys winning and going on to the semis. And I'll be calling the doubleheader.
And we got a injured player here for the Hanover Bears, and that's Declan Donegan. He is getting taken care of by the trainer immediately right now.
Sarah Horn is a great trainer. She was at BG when my son was a Bishop Girton Cardinal. Excellent trainer. Oh, boy.
Oh, here's a chance for Lucier here, Rich.
He's faster than everybody else. Gets it on his back tape. Can't do it. That one ricochets out. Wow. Hard check from behind on Siskavich. And I got to give Siskavich a lot of credit for poise. A lot of kids would have fought back and ended up in the bench. He just realized that they had a breakaway. They're going to get it again. They got a drop coming.
I mean, I got to give props to Trent on that one, Rich. That was a great save, robbing Lucier
without
there.
without a doubt. But that little cross-check, little post save right there, great poise from number 18. Kept his team, kept the puck. Well, we've been treated to a physical game tonight. Is that rising puck off the stick of your brother there? LaBelsic in the booth. LaBelsic out on the ice. And Bryson had a look at it, and Drent was able to snuff that one out as we drift below the 3-minute mark. 2:57 remaining in this frame. 2-1, Trinity. Wide open. Can't do that. Somebody blocked that one in tight. Good job by the Bears to kind of scramble and get back inside.
Still in the zone. A great job by the Pios to.
Yeah, that's a heck of a possession, huh? Centering pass finds nobody home but wearing stripes. And a good job keeping that in by your bro.
Yeah, great keep there by LaBelzic to keep this possession going.
And these guys are manufacturing looks and time of possession. This is brutal. Finally coming away with it are the Bears. They've got 3-on-2, but they're gassed right now. This has been a long stretch for them. And just zipped up and unable to control it was Ronzello. The Bears have it for the moment. Wow, crossed the whole crease. That one flirted with both pipes, couldn't get in, and waiting on the backside was Prochowski. And the fella could not close that. He's got to get off the ice. He's been out there for 2 straight minutes.
I'm thinking the same thing. This Bears squad have got to be absolutely exhausted right now.
Yeah, they emptied the tank on that shift. The $1:40 remaining here in our second period. This game has been nonstop action. I dare to say we'll have the same sort of thread as we keep soldiering on into the night. Yeah, physical play over in the checking zone. We would expect nothing less. All right, Bears trying to escape the zone. They do, and here it comes on to Rochford's tape, and he gets mugged out there. Good job by Terrian. As we drift toward the 1 minute even mark. Stays in the zone for the moment. Good physical play back top side. And everybody's got to rotate and tag out and tag up.
Bear lost his edge right there.
Here comes another icing. That's been the story of the second period, other than the overtly physical play. What are you thinking in this last 49 seconds, Bells?
I'm thinking if you're Hanover, you just got to get the puck in or keep the puck in the Pioneer zone, possibly get a chance and score. Then if you're the Pioneers, I would say just get the puck out of your zone and we'll just take care of it in the third.
Had that opportunity a couple seconds ago, and they haven't been throwing the puck to the net. Now they are creating those opportunities. It ricochets out, and here comes the speedy Lucier. Does he get another look at it? Drent might have shrugged that one out. Bells, 33 seconds remaining. And the Bears are able to recollect.
Yeah, Rich, I think that Drent got just a piece of that off his shoulder.
He's a quick, reactive guy. Wow, what a turn by Lucier, and more saves, more Drent, and this one goes up into the stands. And somebody made a catch over there and gets a round of applause, deservedly so. I love that stuff, don't you, Bells? I mean, this was your home ice. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I got to give the Boucher family a shout out there. As that was
there
Brent,
we go.
As that was Brent catching that puck. Good job, bud.
Nice job there. Get the kid a contract. Hey, 17.9. Drop comes to Drent's right. Lucier winning the drop for the moment, but it ricochets over to Rochford, and he's able to control as we drift under 10 seconds. And poked away right there by Hurley. Wow. Well, we might as well finish the way we started. Getting ridden hard into the boards was Richardson, and he was feeling it for the moment. Fellas, 2-1 home ice for Trinity, doing their best in a physical game to hold serve. I think we're in for a great third period. What do you think, fellas?
I would say so, Rich. I think that each of these teams got to play like it's their last period ever.
All right, Kyle.
Well, both teams have scored quickly in the first for Trinity and in the second for Hanover, but it's the Pioneers that lead it with another goal by Max Bolio. We'll see what they can do here in the third.
All right, vigorous second period in the books. It is 2-1, as Kyle Heavey said. Again, Rich McDonough and Braden LaBelsic along with you for Manchester Public Television. The Playa Bowls Zamboni is ready to hit the ice and give us a fresh sheet and a fresh 15 minutes. You don't want to miss period number 3 here. NHIAA D1 hockey at its best at JFK. We'll see you on the other side, folks. And welcome back, everybody, to JFK Memorial Arena and Coliseum for Manchester Public Television, bringing you playoff hockey. Boys, D1 NHIAA tournament in full gear. We got a great one here. The number 2 seed Trinity Pioneers are up 2-1 over the visiting Hanover Bears, seeded 10th in a physical game, active. And I'm Rich McDonough with Kyle Heavey and Braden LaBelsic. Gentlemen, I think we are set up for a fast, physical third period.
One of these teams, Rich, is going to go home, and it's going to be a sad one because both of them have played so great throughout this season, and it's going to be certainly a battle for the final 15 minutes here.
Amen to that. Before we get rolling, thanks to GG Drent out across the pond. No, not that pond, the other pond, the Pacific, giving us recon on the rosters. We had an outdated one, so apologies to the Hanover Bears fans. We got it all rectified, courtesy of Les Drent, who's here in the house and helping us out, helping us get square as the players take to the ice for the final 15, unless we have OT. And then the aforementioned many times, wow, big windup right there as the puck went off of Lucier, off of JoJo Drent in the cage. We just paid mention to his parents, and then having a look at it right there was Dylan Benkin. That one knuckles high. It stays in the zone, and here come Trinity one more time.
Yeah, this puck is not sliding very well, and this is, I don't know what the whistle's all about there.
Braden Lebelsic is puzzled. That means we have to be vexed as well, but a furious start there, Bells. Wow.
Yeah, great save there by Drent. Really, I think may even be the save of the game so far, Rich. Huge save, and then that was kind of a weird whistle in my opinion. I think the ref maybe thought the puck was going to go over the glass, and it didn't.
Kind of jumped the gun?
Yeah, I think he kind of jumped the gun on that one.
All right, well, you guys listen to Braden Lebelsic here. He was a Trinity Pioneer goalie, and he'll be taking the ice again. And the lacrosse field. And we're lucky we have his expertise for Manchester Public Television.
This puck is...
Oh! What a save by Drent off the ricochet. In tight. Centurino had 5-hole all the way, and the big crowd for Hanover pretty darn enthusiastic about that one. What a rip.
Yeah, Kyle, it's one of those bad bounces that you mentioned earlier on off those backboards. Centurino's there, just he can't bury the puck, unfortunately. And great save there by Drent.
And he stayed frosty, did number 35 between the pipes right there. But we
mean,
saw that in game one. The kid's an outstanding goalie.
It's going to be such a daunting task right there, Bells, to be able to just stay still and try to hold your as strong as you can with someone trying to hit the puck past you.
All right, nice little tape-to-tape pass right there by the fleet-footed or fleet-skating Trevor Sanders. Gets the corner in the checking zone and evades, and Trinity have it for the moment. Poked loose and in between the zones, corralled right there by Cheney. He got himself the first goal of the game for Hanover in the second period. Or first, the lone goal, I should say, 13-17. So a $1:43 gone in our third. Again, non-stop action here tonight. Lots of physicality. The penalty started to ebb there, Bells. What do you think? Could that have been a coaching maneuver? Say, hey, fellas, right?
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. I think that both coaches here, Coach Dodds and Coach Keller, are just saying, hey, guys, like we just got to stop taking stupid penalties.
Right. So kind of one of those things where it's that next big mistake costs you the game.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich.
Cool. Well, all right, this one knuckles all the way in. Drent's able to play that, ricochet it off the dasher board right behind him. The Bears are all swarming right there, and they're able to backside. Good pass, and great checking right there. Here comes the speeding Pat Maher. And the Bears finally able to get that out, and taking one to the chops on the far side right there. Looked like Tim Rudd.
Guys been beat up left and right.
Excuse me. These numerals are tough to see against that striped motif that the Bears showed up in tonight. I called it my grandma's awnings. But live free. We're in the right state for it. All right, this one goes all the way down the ice where it becomes an icing at 12:13 remaining in the third, and fresh legs coming in for both teams. Again, the winner of this game visits BG, Bishop Girton, or not visits, it's going to be here at JFK, both semis, I believe, right, Kyle?
That is correct. So we'll have the late game for whoever wins this game will be playing at 7:30 on Wednesday.
And Concord held serve, defending champs, top seed, beat Bedford 4-2 as this one screams across the goal mouth. And waiting in the wings right there is the ever-present Lucier, couldn't get there. And this one stays in. Good job keeping that inside and golfing it off the pads of Drent by Benkin. Nice flurry of action. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Siskavich almost had himself a tip in.
Yeah,
he's been lurking around those cages tonight.
Yeah, it looks like that Siskavich kind of just lost the puck on that one there, Rich.
But Drent lost the puck as well. He was fortunate that it didn't ricochet in. Pretty good tie-up and fight for it in the corner nearest our camera. And Trinity emerges with it, stays in the zone, long possession yet again. Pioneers have had some of these. Here we go, we got a one-on-one coming, steaming away with it is Donegan. Wow, that one ricochets off the catching glove of the ever-present Ronzello, and he watches it go to the corner. 4 minutes gone, 11 minutes remaining in our third. It remains 2-1 in favor of the blue-clad home ice Pioneers. Second seed and looking to carry on and meet Bishop Girton in the semis.
Yeah, Rich, I'd say get your popcorn here, but it's actually National Cereal Day, so get your cereal ready and see what we can do here to make this last 11 minutes something special here.
Well, that makes you a serial information hound, Kyle.
I mean, it's National Bells Day as well, National Alexander Graham Bell Day. So,
oh boy, and that one rings the bell right there off of Ronzello's pad. And then we got bells on the ice, and we got bells in the booth. 10:56 remaining. What an exchange among your broadcasters and on the ice right there. Here comes the drop to Ronzello's right. Trinity lifts it up and out. Self pass right there by Centurino. He had himself a marker earlier in the game as well. Oh, excuse me, he did not. He had a penalty or two. And seemingly everybody's had a fight here tonight, so we could have many Gordie Howe hat tricks. All right, Rochford catches up with it along the dasher, far side. Bolio has it. He got himself a goal. Wow, this one finds its way all the way into Drent. He just casually golfs, steers that one over. Boy, dangerous maneuver back across the goal mouth. Hanover corrals it. They gain the zone right there. Wow, Flaming, wide open. What a leave. And Ronan Prochaski ties her up at 10:08 remaining, folks. Beautiful sequence.
Wow, what a shot there by Pajemski. Makes it a 2-2 game. That has a nice ring to it, huh, Rich?
What's that?
That score, 2-2?
2-2. Desmond Tutu was a great archbishop. My sister had a 2-2 when she had ballet class back in the day. 2-2, nonetheless, 10:08 remaining, and it's been exciting all night long. Both teams trading jabs, literally and figuratively, and here we go. Hanover controls the drop for the moment. Good fight for it in there by Wajiko. And this one just caroms around the dasher. Lots of pace on that one. And it finds its way to the half wall. Fight ensues for it. Kept in nicely right there by Ben Fall. And Rochford did get credit for that assist right there. Waiting for it to be formal.
Going back to the replay, Rich, you both did not like what Hanover had done, kind of bringing the puck in front of JoJo. And look what the end result was, a tying goal. But can they get the third one to take the lead is the question.
Well, Bells, you and I were able to talk about it briefly. It could be one of those next big mistake wins.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. I think it's also one of those next goal wins type of games, too, it feels like.
It has a lot of feel to it, but definitely has a physical feel all night long, and I don't think we expected anything less as this one exits the zone for Trinity, and it's between the Blues for the moment, steered into the corner by Siskavich. Wow, what a great backhanded pass entry right there, courtesy of Lucier, who's been skating. He's got right now, hard working right now. Siskavich has been fighting all night long. And wow, he had another opportunity right there.
Yeah, Drent, almost like a brick wall there, Rich. Just slams the door and says no.
He is tough. I'm a lax goalie, you're a hockey goalie. Much respect from us tonight, huh?
Yeah, I would say so. Drent's having another one of those great games here, Rich.
Well, we're right on top of the action here at JFK. Lucky us.
It's officially National Ben Day as well, so we'll see if Siskavich ends up getting something special here in this final 8 minutes and 32 seconds.
It's National what?
Bend.
Bed?
Bend.
Bend. Oh, my goodness.
B-E-N, the name.
Oh, my goodness. I wouldn't have thought such a thing exists. Well, we'll take it. All right, 8:13 remaining. We are at Deuces here at JFK, getting treated to a great D1 playoff hockey game. These guys went to OT. Whoa, the entire bench is wanting a penalty and a trip. Remains to see whether we'll get one. Fellas introducing each other. No introductions at this point necessary.
Oh, I think we're going to get 2 penalties here, guys.
I think we're going to get matchings here.
Well, Siskavich going to the bin for sure. He didn't like all that action in front of the goal and the abuse he took. And he was looking for a little payback and escorted to the bin is Rochford, and he is upset with himself for giving back.
Very interesting here, guys. It'll remain 5-on-5.
Yeah, a little conclave here. Again, our head officials are Durant and Sturgeon. 7:56, the drop will be at the center ice in this exciting game. Again, winner is going to meet Bishop Girton next week.
On Wednesday.
Right here at JFK. I have it on good authority. If Trinity is here, we could be covering it. Oh, this one squirts loose, flirting with the crease right there. Dangerous puck, and golfed inside quickly by Richardson and out. Half wall kneeling shot right there by the Bears. And good time of possession in the zone right now. Coming away with it is Bullio. He loses the puck, but gets it over, and a fan by Connor Hurley. The 2 goal scorers trying to create one more time. This one ricochets off the Bears.
Oh my goodness, we got
crowd.
Another fan catching a puck here, Rich.
Wow.
Look at that.
Everybody's got a catching glove tonight.
He's getting all the love right there. Mr. Hurley is doing it and doing it well right there.
Holy cow. What a sequence. And we're giving props from the booth here. That was good. All right, here comes yet another drop. Bullio fans on it, tries to get a hand on it, can't. And it exits the zone, comes down to O'Connor. Mixes it up with the Bears on the far side. 7 minutes coming up, folks. All right, coming away with it is Centurino. He zings it into the catching glove of Drent, who gets a big hand from all the officials over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I feel like there's more now than there were earlier.
Can't have too many refs, right? And they do have those NHL armbands, too. I'm loving it.
There's 8 of them.
And 3 more on the ice.
I guess if you want to count the Hanover jerseys, we'll make what? 30 of them out there?
Feel like I'm watching an old hamburger or McDonald's commercial.
And now a lot of confusion here as
Hanover had six players out there.
Good thing the refs caught that. That would have been a stupid penalty for Hanover.
now they'll get kicked out of the circle here.
You know, fellas are in the bin, but there's nothing up on the penalty board right now, so interesting sequence. All right, back down the ice. Whoa, finding a little gremlin right there was O'Connor, had to turn in a dime and did so. And then, wow, more physicality. Players finding the boards all night long. Just what we dialed up for New Hampshire great hockey. With some speed, Hanover exits the zone and down. 6:20, folks. 2-2 here at JFK. Only one home right there was Cheney, who got a goal earlier. Fogg comes in underneath the zone right there. He's going down the slot. Oh, and that one just finds its way up into the sky and behind Ronzello, who I think Bells, your goalie, I don't think he had any clue where the heck that one went.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked there too, Rich. I didn't even think that went in, but here we are, 3-2 game Bears.
And we just mentioned Cheney as a goal scorer. I believe he got that one. 6:03 remaining. It is 3-2 in favor of the Bears, looking to pull off a major upset.
Unbelievable. He was able to see that the shot had been blocked and just kind of flick that up in the air over Ronzello's shoulder.
I wonder if they're discussing, nope, I thought they might be discussing high stick. No dice, it is 3-2. And it was Cheney. Once in a while, my eyes don't deceive me. Number 12 gets his second of the night, and more importantly, it is now a 3-2 Bears lead. Trinity's got some work to do quickly, and here's a man who can do it, coming away with it early. He got the first goal of the night. He's looking to create one more time. I predict an all-out assault, Bells.
Yeah, Trinity's got to give everything they have here for their last 5.5 minutes here.
Wow, taken down to the ice one more time. Oh, it is. That's a hard-working goal right there by the Bears, and an amazing pass from the sprawling Hanover forward. And wow, coming up with it in traffic and carrying it away. That looked like it was Makovsky.
Wow, Rich. That is a huge momentum change here for the Bears.
Goals, 39 seconds apart. And this is an eye-opener, folks. We'll wait for the official call, but I think it was Makovsky. And we got a stoppage out there.
I think Mr. Tafe wanted to make sure that everything was correct there.
His first name's Matt, right?
Yes.
Yep. The ever-present Matt Tafe is kind of synonymous with JFK Arena. He's always here.
I'm going to check a battery for a second. Just a second, guys. Hopefully we don't lose you.
If we do, we'll be back.
It looks like we're good here, so some fresh batteries here to get us through.
Oh, big win quickly by Lucier, and he goes to corner and greets Cheney. Says, I don't care if you're a 2-goal scorer, you're going into the boards, boy. All right, this one goes up and out, 5:15 on the clock. It has gone from a 2-1 lead for Trinity to a 2-goal deficit as we sit at 4-2 deep in the third period. What a turnabout. And they're still ironing out just who got that credit for that goal over there. We'll hear that in a moment. But we believe it was Sid Makovsky. Yep, 23, Sid Makovsky did get it. And Ben Fogg got the helper on that one. Oh boy, and having a look at it right there is Rochford. That one sails over Ronzello. The dam has burst a bit here, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. It kind of feels that way right now. I think the rink has kind of gone a little quiet here.
Yeah, and then a wraparound attempt by the Bears. Everything. They're bringing the house right there. But here comes bringing the speed and a closeout save by Drent. Great job on the streaking Lucier, who's a goal scorer's goal scorer. And 4:20 to go, folks. 4-2. Braden Lebelsic, when do you think about pulling your goalie?
I think you got to think about it. Not too soon, but I'd say around like 2 minutes here, Rich.
Okay, only 2. Okay, I'm not a hockey strategist. I'm a lacrosse guy. All right, back outside on underneath is DeFreitas, golfs it into the corner, and Hanover just circling around every puck and then golfing it out. Ricochet, down the ice we go. 3:45 now, fresh legs. All the Bears are fresh, just coming off the ice. Good job down the stretch by coaching. Dick Dodds knows how to coach, has 600 wins under his belt. And up into the air, great job. Eating up time there, Bells, too. Trevor Sanders just golfs it up.
Yeah, the Bears are really playing this the perfect way, in my opinion, here, Rich. Getting pucks deep, pinning it in their zone, and even getting shots on Ronzello while they're doing it.
And then even if it squirts out of the zone, they're in no hurry to jam it right back in there. That just chewed up 10 seconds. All right, here onto the tape of Centurino, and he gives it up to Bolio, and then just mugged, pickpocket right there by Casey Griffin. And Trinity really emptying the tank right now. I mean, I see players bending over, the body language, they got to be gassed, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so. I think at this point in the game, Rich, I think that the Pioneers may go to 2 lines for both D and forward, and they got to give it everything they have here.
Nothing left. Just leave it all out on the ice. Find a way to get to OT.
And I think that we're going to get a timeout here
That's
from the Pioneers.
That's a good timeout. Again, the winner is going to have a date with Bishop Girton right here on Wednesday night. The hallowed halls at JFK hosting the D1 semifinals. And as usual, championship is at SNU Arena right here in Manchester. I got to call one of those finals a few years ago. It is a blast of an atmosphere. I love it.
1 week from today will be the championship game. It's just basically 2 games left after today. 3 games left on the season. And who will it be? Will one of these teams win and make it to the championship? You know that Coach Cannell trusts these guys. We've seen them time and time again throughout the season being able to put up goals in a short amount of time. Now it's do or die, and you got to get something figured out here. And for the Hanover, they're just playing for fun right now. The 10 seed, they already won on the road against Londonderry. They're ahead on the road here at the J. Again, the 3rd time that they've faced the Trinity Pioneers, and Coach Dodd has been able to work to perfection so far, but still anything's possible here.
How about the energy from the Hanover bench right down below us? Thunder. Felt more like a Metallica concert. We are under 3, 2:45 to be exact, and an exciting here in the JFK barn. Trinity with a whole lot of work to do and not much time with which to work. And there's one opportunity right there. Centurino had the opposite post, couldn't connect. Big swat and eaten up. Ouch by Rochford. He gets up. What a tough move right there. And here comes the ever-present Lucier getting it in tight. Hanover clogging things up right now. Just what the doctor ordered. And we got an icing. 2:16 left, folks. 4-2. It's a 2-goal deficit after Trinity led most of the game. Oh, that one slips the zone, and the chase is on. And we got another icing.
6 seconds killed just on that face-off there.
As here comes Ronzello here, fellas.
Yeah, you got to do it. 2:10 remaining. Pull your goalie. Get an extra attacker downside. Make something happen, right, Bells?
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Just get pucks on the net here. Or I said that backwards, but get shots on net.
Momentary win right there. Hanover gives chase. It's stuck between the Blues. Empty netter, folks.
As it's actually getting waved off there, Rich.
Oh, is it?
It will be an offsides.
It was offsides. Yeah, hadn't tagged right, fully tagged up. Good eyes, fellas.
Sorry, the referees are not pleased with that up in the Hanover bench area.
As the Hanover fans are running around with the flag, and they don't even know it's not a goal.
All right, $1:59, folks. 4-2 it remains after that offside call. The official is right on the spot right there. Hanover a little deflated right there, but precious little time. They're feeling pretty good about their third period effort as they just zing the puck around. Precious seconds ticking away at the $1:40 mark now. They're going 6-5. Good little ricochet, playing it out there. Bring your guys outside, try to create something inside. And that's a cross-ice pass, and having a look at it was Centurino, unable to connect. It just missed the heel of his blade right there. Now it's in the bottom of the slot, and outside we go. Arms are up, and the whistles are blown. 111 will bring it back in front of Drent. Now with a, they say 2-goal lead is the worst goal in hockey, but this deep in the game, very difficult. Still haven't been able to get a score from Wyndham Pinkerton out there. We'll see what we got. If we get you the information, we'll send it along.
Big save there by Drent off the faceoff.
Boy, he's just, when he turns it into the next gear, it's something to watch. Wow, there we go.
As I think that one might be the icing on the cake.
That
here,
would
fellas.
be the icing on the cake, was not icing on the ice. We are at 5-2, 101, and book it. Hanover can set up shop in Manchester and be at JFK on Wednesday night. Trinity's awesome season is flickering away. 15-2-1. They're going to go to 15-3-1. Oh, what might have been. And the serenade starts from the Hanover crowd here. Big, well-represented traveling group of parents and friends. And we're going to have salutations. One last scrap for a senior. All right, the officials will sort that out. It'll be 53.3 remaining on the clock at JFK, but a 5-2 swell in favor of the Bears. Trinity went up 1-0 early. Hanover leveled it up at 1 in the second period, only to see Trinity take a 2-1 lead as they went to the third. And it's been all Bears, 3 goals here in the third period. And we will have Bryson Lebelsic going to the bin. 2 minutes, and it's moot because we are under a minute here remaining. They wave it off.
It looks like it's going to be 2 minors because now we got a
so
a bear in the box.
Fight back. So it's Cheney.
Cheney will be chilling as well for the next 53 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to give it to him, but they got it to him. He's in the bin now. So 5-on-5 we are.
As we still try to get things squared away, the official is now chatting with Matt Tafe to get things all ironed out. As, again, what a heck of a season here for the Pioneers, though. It's been a pleasure to be up here.
Yeah, it was magical.
Looks like we...
So Braden Lebelsic, if you're Trinity, keep it clean and get to the bus.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. I mean, kind of a disappointing ending for these Pioneers. Obviously, I think this was their season to do it, obviously with being the 2 seed. And yeah, I think you just got to play a clean game here and tip your cap to Hanover in this one.
Just a little keep away coming, 35. They warmed that bus up in a hurry here in the third period. A little ice monster right there. Speaking of ice monsters, JoJo Drent had a heck of a game. We figured he'd show up. He always does, but he made things happen tonight.
Oh, the last 5 seconds tick off. And boy.
Yeah, JoJo is mighty happy. And here come the Bears to celebrate. My guess is we'll see those striped jerseys come out again in the semis. And there you go.
That's an awesome scene there,
That's
fellas.
what youth sports are all about. High school sports are all about. I coached high school forever in lacrosse, and it's just a wonderful thing to watch. heartbreaking on the other end, but this is why we play.
JoJo has loved playing here at the JFK Coliseum. He will get another chance on Wednesday at 7:30 facing the Bishop Girton Cardinals.
And BG are hot. I mean, they have their own coach, and Gary Bishop got his 500th win. So my goodness, what a coaching matchup there, Bells. Just like you draw it up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, obviously, two of the most decorated coaches in the NHIAA, and yeah, I guess you couldn't have drawn it up any better for Hanover.
And this is one of the great traditions in sports. We do the same in lacrosse. And look, you leave it all out there on the ice. You scrap, you mix it up. But part of the game, shake it up and be glad you got to play at an instant classic.
Yeah, I'm going to give some love to all the seniors from Trinity as well, from Bryson LaBelzic to Colton LaRoe to Max Bolio to Luke Boucher. It's been a magical ride to see all you guys be able to do what you've been able to do for the past few years. And we're going to miss you out here for your final few games. Brady Soroy, another one. Connor Hurley, the captain. And, congrats to, again, the Bears. And, great move right there by Connor Hurley to go over, shake hands with the officials. And you see him still chatting with the Bears. It's just a class act, and his parents should be proud of that.
Yeah, 105 on the reactor from both squads here. And as a keeper of the flame, keeper of the game, yeah, good sportsmanship to finish that out. Hey, Kyle Heavey, you like doing the stars of the game. What are we thinking?
Oh, this is going to be a tough one here.
No kidding.
I'm going to give third star to the guy on the screen right here. I feel like Connor Hurley did a heck of a job of getting the Pioneers on the board, and the amount of face-offs he helped win, and the even the penalty killing that he had to do was something sensational. For my number two, I really think that Rex Cheney has to, two goals. They were huge. And then number one, you got to give to JoJo.
JoJo Drent,
I feel like just was the deciding factor in a lot of ways.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kyle, even if you hadn't thought that one, you got two goalies next to you, so we were going to outvote you no matter what. But I think it's unanimous. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be that this is the place that JoJo loves, probably his second home in a way. I feel like Rich, as he feels just like he's at home when he plays here, it seems like.
Well, Kyle, we've got to wait for the formal decision, but odds are, we won't be here on Wednesday, but we'll see. But, boys, I tell you, it's been a real fun season being with you up here in the booth for some great hockey.
Yeah, it's an end of the road here for us here on Manchester Public Television. It's been a sensational from the Brian C. Stone Memorial Hockey Tournament. We went down to Skate 3. We went over to St. Ansem. We went to the Westside Ice Arena. We even went up to Delta Dental Arena. And it's been wonderful to see some amazing games. And, it ends here. But for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lar, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, I'll give you guys your last chance to say anything that you might have to say. Braden, you're feeling all the feels right now.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys again. Obviously, this has been fun. Pretty much my first year of actually fully broadcasting, and it's been a pleasure. It's been so much fun with you guys, and I really want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart.
Well, we're lucky to have your goalie expertise and your clear voice, and thanks to your family for overfeeding us many times. And for my own part, I call you guys broadcast brothers, and I don't take that lightly. It's been a real pleasure. Kyle Heavey, you hired me. I'm glad to be with you, Bells. I'm glad we're working together, and we're going to do a college lacrosse game coming up, so I'm fired up. And again, everybody, Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, and the Bells himself, Braden LaBelsic for Manchester Public Television. Final here at JFK was the visiting Bears marching on to the semifinals, winning it up 5-2 over Trinity. Great season for both teams. Sad one has to end it out. All right, gents.
Let's have a good night, and good luck to the eventual champion, or the whoever takes it. They're going to deserve it. But again, as the last Pioneer leaves the ice, we're going to say good night, and we look forward to more basketball, and then soon enough, baseball, softball, and lacrosse.
Yeah,
as
please
the
say
snow
the
will start to melt
lacrosse.
away.
There we go.
So,
Hey, listen, everybody, thanks for being with us all season long, and particularly tonight. And if you're driving, be careful. Lots of black ice on the road as we refreeze. Again, 5-2 here. Hanover moves on to the semis. Thanks for being with us, everybody.